A long time ago, in a land far, far away.
Shrek!
Not that far, far away. I'm talking about Persia. There was a prophet known as Zoroaster, or Zoroastra, who said there was one God, and one God alone. A hero Mazda, or a wise lord. Zoroaster was an Aryan Brahmin, and gave service to the gods of fire, storm, sky, and lightning. According to Zoroastrianism, people did not serve the hero Mazda and were not his slave. They were his companions and his colleagues. The belief was that people were placed on earth, not to serve the gods, but to fight for good against evil.
People today dedicate themselves to the wise Lord by taking part in a ritual where a rope is tied around the body 3 times. These binds represent good words, good thoughts, and good actions. Another ideology Zoroastrians follow is that they do not believe in reincarnation and think of death as a symbol of truth. Life does not end after death, but the soul is opened up to the world. The Zoroastrians also do not believe in cremation or bodies being burned after death. Dead bodies are placed in towers of silence where they are later eaten by vultures. Okay. According to the Zoroastrian religion, the choices you make during life reflect one's life in another life. A sacred responsibility of Zoroastrians is to work towards social justice and face judgment after death. Zoroastrianism was present through the reigns of Cyrus and other kings, ending with Darius in 490 BC. People who also followed Zoroastrianism were advised to enlighten leadership but be able to rise above evil.
A weak Persia experienced various wars and power shifts for control of Iran, which led to the rise of Nadir Shah many centuries later, in 1736. Nadir Shah once again united Iran after the reign of Abbas the Great and was assassinated in 1747 after he had seized Delhi and looted the biggest symbol of Iranian royalty, the peacock throne. He's gonna steal your peacock throne, your peacock throne. Once again, there was another period of time in which power was fought for, and in the end, the Kahar dynasty was born. The Kahars ruled near the Caspian Sea during the 18th century. Their self-absorbed rulers led their nation into poverty and deadlock, while other nations rushed towards industrialization. While Iran was taking steps backwards, it fell prey to the ambitions of other foreign powers. The Kahars fell out of step with their people and lost their rule, allowing the people to overthrow them. He's gonna lose his peacock throne, his peacock throne.
Can I have my throne back?
No!
The Kahar dynasty lasted from 1785 to 1925, but during that time there were 2 major turning points in Iranian history. The first, in 1804, which lasted to 1813, which was the first Russo-Persian War, which broke out when Russia was pushing for expansion, showing their military and economic power over Iran. Iran, unfortunately, was defeated by Russia, which ended in a peace treaty, causing Persia to withhold the wrath of Russian influence. Not too long after, the Second Russo-Persian War was set in motion, leading to Russia's defeat of Iran, which later led to European rivalries over Iran. And in the 1880s of Iran, the government was mainly ruled by British and Russian control. Nasir al-Din Shah, shot in a mosque near Tehran, left behind a country dominated by foreigners, plagued by widespread unemployment, crippling inflation, and serious food shortages. His son, Muzaffar al-Din Shah, ignored people's belief, which led to the hatred of the Kahars. He used government money to go on trips, and when agitators started to reprimand him in public, he arrested them, causing riots to break out. Instead of getting the people of Iran back on his side, Muzaffar took the final cliff-diving step, selling special and exclusive privilege to obtain, exploit, develop, and render simple suitable trade, carrying away and selling natural gas and oil for 60 years. And to a British financialist named William Darcy.
The people of Iran did not want absolute monarchy, or an advisory council that would still give full control to the Shah. They demanded a majlis, or a parliament with true power. The right to a majlis was appointed, with reluctance, from Muzaffar, and a national election for a 200-seat majlis was set in motion. The majlis struggled to write a standing constitution in the wake of Muzaffar's failing health. The constitution was concluded a week before his death, December 30th, 1906. After the death of Muzaffar, Muhammad Ali rose to power, and after, his son, Ahmad Shah, at the age of 12. As a teenager, Reza left home to follow his family tradition in the military and join the private army. And through his time in the military, specifically the Cossack Brigade, he grew through the ranks. He was admired for his bravery and gunmanship, especially the British, who appointed him as the commander of the Cossack Brigade and Syed Zia as the prime minister in a coup that was successful and gave Reza Khan more power than ever. Reza shortly after dismissed Syed and even convinced the Shah himself to leave the country. On April 25, 1926, Reza pronounced himself Reza Shah. His new dynasty, he announced, would be known by the family name Pahlavi, after a language that the Persians spoke before the Muslim conquest.